What up, Moogle mob? Physics Bang here. Looking forward to getting defeated by Rastafari again, maybe even by some of you. But as usual, I'm going to run this while chatting through it as well. And we'll see how it goes. So let's see how we do. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Alright, cool. I love me a go-go start. I also love me an Edgar start. I'm going to put him up front. Dance and Blitz. This is the one of the times I will look at my dances. Sonic Boom, Elf Fire. Nope. Yeah, they all kind of suck. So we're just going to keep that in mind. So, what's funny is I already forgot what, okay, Blitz. So Blitz is okay for early. We would like some earrings for Aurabolt once we learn it. We don't have a ton of free checks, but I will definitely be checking Figaro Castle to start. And we hope for either a character with some decent skills would be nice. Because Dance and Blitz are kind of suboptimal early on. Some form of offense, like an Illumina or a Ragnarok for Edgar would be pretty cool. Or just an Esper with a decent spell that we can learn pretty quickly. We have Sabin, which gives us one of the best grind checks in the game with Imperial Camp for quickies. So that could get us the levels we need. And just some progress toward learning the spells that we need to learn. Let me get 10 of these for now, because I don't really have a bunch of money. Now I'm going to go hit Figaro Castle. And then I'm going to go check probably World of Ruin, South Figaro. Because as long as Edgar is in the front of your party, you get half off in both of those locations. And actually World of Ruin, Figaro Castle as well. You do not get half off from World of Balance, South Figaro. So I think I'll skip it this time. I might have to go back there for earrings, and then I can loot if I have to. Depending on what I get here, I might end up looting out the basement. But we'll see. Alright, this is a good choice. Damn. Steel and GP Rain's not what we're looking for. We had 2 chances at a decent ability, and we kind of failed. GP Rain is good early, but that does mean that we are looking for dried meat heavily. We would love to do that before we do any grind fights, because we just want to fight Lobos, and that is all. Get a bunch of those, get a bunch of those. So we will hit up every item shop we can, looking for that dried meat. Yep, nothing we need here. Mega Elixirs are nice, but it's a bit early to be seeing those. Alright, so my current plan is just to go to World of Ruin, South Figaro. We'll probably do basement as well. We'll see what our half-off stuff is. Check the item shop. We'll eventually be doing Zen. So whatever we need to do, however many places we need to go to find the dried meat, it's kind of what I intend to do. While also looting, checking Zen Thief, and all that good stuff. In terms of checks, we're definitely looking at Gao first, and then probably into Imperial Camp after we do Trench, because it dumps us off pretty close to Imperial Camp as it is. Pretty bad loot. That was pretty bad loot. Items empty and some money. I mean, the money's okay. The earrings are especially nice. Just get 6 of those now. Get a True Knight while I'm at it. Since I'm here, get rid of this. True Knight. True Knights are cheap, and it just makes sense to go ahead and pick it up while you're in the area, just in case you end up with some VK offense later. Get some of these. Get some smoke bombs. I'm going to actually sell a little bit. If I have anything to sell. Stout Spear for maybe a couple more sleeping bags, since we have everything half off. We might as well just buy enough to cover the rest of the seed. Now I could have only bought 10 of them and got through the whole seed with 20 of them, but then I feel like I have to ration them. Cat Hood is super enticing, and I think I might grab it. If somebody can use it. Okay, they can. 14,000. Let's just get rid of the flash. Get rid of that. We are running out of things to sell, but I think that's enough to just snag a Cat Hood. Ice Shield's there too. Alright, well, that's okay. So we need to keep in mind that ice shields are in there. That's one of the main things we need to keep in mind because Merton. I'm always keeping Merton in mind at all times. Because you never know when it might show up on an Esper. And I want to know how I can get that online as fast as possible if the seed doesn't just feed it to me. Pro Rod's nice. That is something we can mimic with Go-Go. And I'm definitely doing the basement here because I need money for Zen Thief. Potentially need money for something that's in South Figaro. And I'll probably do Zen first in World of Balance. And then if I still don't quite have what I need, then maybe we go check South Figaro. Well, actually, I'll probably do Zen into Albrook because Albrook has an item shop right up front. Maybe we find the dried meat there. And if not, maybe we go to South Figaro. Thunder Rod, another mimicable. Love to see it. We do have, you know, one decent magic caster in Gao. Okay, Economizer's pretty huge if we get a good spell. It's a shame we don't have, you know, lore with Grand Train or something like that to really use it on. And that's just going to end up being money later anyway. Moogle Cup rarely needs an Economizer for anything, since Ultima is not expensive. Lots of money in the basement. Multiple heal rods. I always call those the Sigil Special because he's always used them to like maximum effectiveness in most of his seeds. Okay. I don't really want to push scaling too crazy. There is still World of Ruin Zen I could be considering just to go do it. But I also don't want to miss the opportunity to do Monsters in a Box later if I need to. You know, with an Atma or a VK. Looking for a Katana Soul. 54k. Okay, well, then we're not going to be able to get that. We don't have enough money. We may be able to get enough money, but it doesn't look like it. So now I'm kind of stuck thinking, you know, am I just going to go do World of Ruin Zen and hope that it works? And I'm not sure. It's a trade-off either way. We get more loot, and we just miss out on Monsters in a Box, which is pretty sad. But also the Monsters in a Box might just be a Lobo and a Spectre, in which case we didn't lose anything. Another cat hood. Don't need it. You know what? I think I will just go do World of Ruin Zen. I'm on the major hunt for dried meat. Major. Not to mention, I really don't like starting seeds without some sort of an Esper, if possible. Granted, we might get an Esper from Gao's check. Please be less than 50,000. That is less than 50,000. 22k is nice. Atlas Armlet we're probably going to need. Pick one up now. And we can just sell these probably. Blizzard Orb 2. And one heal rod to be fine. There's our 22k. In no world am I going to be using 2 heal rods in a seed. I will admit I'm pushing scaling very heavily right now, but I feel like we can probably get through it, especially with mimicking rods. It might be pretty sketchy with how many free checks I'm slamming out, though. But for those that watch my videos, I have a tendency to brutally overscale and just hope things will work out. Fixed dice, I will take it. I don't know if anyone can use it, but it doesn't hurt to have. Nothing else, it's money. To be honest, I wouldn't mind a dead check here. I really wouldn't. Because we're still going to be doing the Velt at some point, assuming we get dried meat sometime soon. Okay, well, that's alright. I do like to overshop in Moogle Cup seeds, strictly because of how randomized the shops are. Especially for those Ragnaroks and Atmas. Or Illuminas. But it is not to be today. Warp Stones we definitely want. Still no dried meat. Let's save and then hit Albrook. We might even hit both Albrooks and then the airship as needed. I didn't save, so I'm just gonna strafe fly all the way to Albrook instead of fly to it, because the last thing I want is to run into a boss in the air just to go to an item shop. It's a good way to lose a seed instantly. Nope. Okay, let's go back to World of Balance. Kind of the worst part of having Gao is just having to seek so hard for the dried meat. What's funny is it very well could just be a Narsh that I skipped this time, because I knew I was going to be looting a lot. There we go. Cool, 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 cool. So we didn't need to hunt too terribly much in order to find it. With that found, I think it's time for us to send it. We could just kick Sabin out for now. Thankfully we're level 3, so we should have no issues throwing GP at these Lobos. Fairly certain we had the Moogle cut or the Moogle charm on Sabin, which we did. Uh-oh. I was about to say, I just queued up Blitz. Alright, cool. At least we can kill. Cool. Having great luck on Velt. Got about a 56% chance of running into it, so we're already defeating the odds in the worst possible way. It's one of my #1 wishes is like, if maybe someone could figure out how to make this a guaranteed. You know, like I could have gotten this on the first try, but we're now on attempt number 5, and every single one of these are Gao eligible. Thank you so much. So every enemy will be level 14, and we are level 3. So this will be super exciting. Nothing bad has ever happened to anyone who has ever pushed scaling this hard. Never, ever. All right, get our characters loaded. We're going to go ahead and get our gear equipped. Get our relics on, check our espers, and then we're going to see what happens. Alright, so yeah, we don't want to keep our rods on anybody. Just want to, yeah, heal rod works. Yeah, that's fine. But I don't really want the Minerva on him. Yeah, that's better. Cat Hood is okay. Let's check our espers. We have no good damaging espers, which is kind of sad. Bolt 2 works. Ice 2 works. And then you just get the leftovers. As for relics, we're basically doing earrings everywhere, except for Sabin. Oh wait, I said except for Sabin. Let's do that, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Alright, save up. Back row. Let's get it. And we are going to look at cracking that rod as early as possible, unless we get into like a really easy fight, like Leafers and Dark Winds, or something from very early World of Balance. I'm gonna do one thing just to make my life a little easier, and that's sort. Okay. Alright. Let's see if I got myself into trouble here. Probably. Scary, but not deadly, hopefully. I think I might actually Pearl Rod him. Also, somebody has the Ice Rod equipped, and that's annoying. The one I was mainly worried about is the Chimera, so we're hoping we can just kill the Buzzard pretty easily. He has natural magic fire too, which is pretty cool. So maybe the economizer could have gone on him, but it's a little late. Alright, success. Big chunk of XP. Some level 2 spells, decent money. Feeling good. Problem is we're at level 3 HP, so we could still die very easily. It doesn't matter what level we are. This is perfectly fine, though. I think we have smoke bombs, so just use that and hopefully get out of here before he does anything. Okay, cool. Alright, we have successfully gotten off level 3. We're going to go to the cave, and we're going to get off of level 3 HP. Ooh, Flame Shield. Very cool, very cool. There's that Thunder Rod I didn't want him to have. I also don't really need to have fixed dice. Who can you? Can you? Nobody can. Okay, great. So, show. Does that fire? It's not fire. Okay, cool. I'm gonna equip him with the Flame Shield then. Let's go ahead and potion up. I would say we have some level 2 spells, but we kind of don't because I didn't equip the economizer. I could have, but didn't. I don't think I need to do anything crazy here. Yeah. From here, we're going to go straight to Imperial Camp because that is our closest check. We could just kind of work through some Sabin things. Should be enough. Cool. Quick and easy. Always try to pick the fastest possible way to finish a fight. I knew they had low HP because they're early World of Balance enemies, so I just chuck some gold at them. Another Flame Shield. Okay, sure, why not? We're now 2 pieces toward Merton that we don't have yet, but who knows, maybe later. Another Economizers, a Rage Ring, that's more Merton stuff, but we don't really need it because we know we have half off Ice Shields anytime we need them. I love Ice Rods. I would love to take several Ice Rods. Thank you so much. We're out of here. Super Balls. I love Super Balls too. What can I sell for Super Balls? Anything? Fixed dice? I'm gonna sell fixed dice. Give me Super Balls. Thank you. It's gonna be the only offense in the entire seed that I just sold. I hate fixed dice. Don't do what I do. But nobody can use it, and you know what? I really just, I could not care less. So you're done, right? You are not done. Okay, we're just gonna wait. Just gonna wait. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the Flame Shield on him and move right along. I'm kind of early in the seed, but I'm willing to go check the monster in a box right away, just in case it's something I can't kill. But we should be fine, considering we bought those rods and Super Balls. If it's a Katana Soul, I can just chuck a Super Ball, mimic it, and he'd probably die. bought a couple and I don't want to be precious with them. But instead it's just going to be a Lobo, so I'm just going to do this. Alright, so I don't have any great checks. Oh, this is disgusting. Okay, fine. Just didn't want to throwing Dirks at me. Yeah, I don't have any good choices for dragon checks, really. Trying to decide if I feel like going up maybe World of Ruin Narsh, or if I just want to go pursue a bunch of Edgar stuff. And go do Ancient Castle. That could definitely be an option. Alright, we need some magic here. Let's do Fire 2, I think. I don't even know if I have this spell. Well, it doesn't matter. I was going to see if I had Fire Dance. Natural Magic Cure 3. That's a cool thing to see on Sabin. Kind of makes me want to not get rid of him, because then I could just have Go-Go having Cure 3 now. Or even just him having Cure 3. That works too. Weed Feeder. Just more Fire too, I think. Alright, so this is a pretty powerful combo of checks that we just did, because that really does crank our levels up by doing 2 grind checks back to back. Unfortunately, it's dead, so unfortunate, but we still have like a lot of places to check. All right, first place I like to go after this is just hit Barren Falls. It's right here. It's a quick heal. Easy choice. Honestly, I don't really care about my Espers. Nothing was super screaming out to me that I have to learn it right now. Level 2 spells and whatnot are cool, but we haven't gotten any other Espers, so why check? Ogre and Marshall. Super shit. Great, thank you very much for that. That's super awesome. Really cool. Let's see. If we can maybe, let's say I think I could do a full one, right? I'm gonna try and kill them before they start chewing us all up. Oh, thank God. Alright, cool. I mean, we're fine. It's very spooky to see them so early, but the extra levels we got definitely, like, propelled us to victory there. We did get very lucky that, you know, they didn't get an action before us. And even the one that did only attacked one time. Busy watching Mr. Freet playing Illusions of Gaia and just having Fanger completely troll him every time as he is going for world record. It's insanity, the bad luck he gets. Absolute insanity. Oh, it's so bad, man. It's so bad. You know what I think I'm going to do? I'm over here, so I'm just going to knock this out real quick. I'm in the vicinity. I think we're just going to yank him out. Head to World of Ruin and just take care of this real fast. Come on, game, please. Alright, this usually means I'm just gonna run. Try again. Double demi usually means I'm out of here. Anytime that's happened, I always end up having like 5 demis, and it's unacceptable. Obviously, I don't know if that saved time or not, but it made me feel better, and that's really what matters. Makes me feel like I have control over the RNG, and I probably didn't. Well. Stay to the right, please. Thank you. Come to find, the more fearless you are there, the better chance there is that you just make it without having to worry about him being an idiot. Let's try and not get squished, shall we? Pretty good at getting squished here. Looks like we'll be fine, though. I tend to overshoot this chest that I was just at and die. Free cat hood. But I already bought one. Oh, well. Okay, so I kind of want to go check Phantom Forest before I commit to doing Edgar stuff, if I'm being completely honest. I want to peek it, because if it's a character, I'd rather do that. And it's like the only peekable we have right now. The only like super good, like decent peekable anyway. Cure 2 and Doom. Okay, we got level 3 spell, which is nice, and I totally forgot to get my party back. Should have done that in World of Ruin. Level 3 spell is going on Gao. Sure and sure. Definitely want to save because we're just peeking. If it's not a character, then I'm probably not going to stay. But if it's an Esper with something really good on it, like Ultima or Merton, I might do it. Just about anything else, I'll probably leave. Let's see. No character, just a Magicite Stray, and that includes nothing I particularly care about. Let's reset. The only thing I saw on there that might be worthwhile is Quick, but it's not worth it right now, so I'm not going to bother. So let's provoke a Doom Gaze and head and go do Edgar stuff. We saved fairly close by, so I'm just going to send it. This is peekable as well. It's just kind of an annoying peek because it's far away. So if we see a character here, it's character, and it's not. So I guess I'm committing to doing Ancient Castle by making this move. So that's what we're doing. I had 2 choices. Well, 3, I guess, technically. And that was going here or doing Colts, and I went here. So since I went here, and there's no character, and I haven't checked Colts yet, it's just, it doesn't make sense to leave here, because maybe this is Ancient Castle gated, and then I get screwed and have to run all the way back. I don't want to do that. Also on my list of things to do is I need to go to the auction, or the Coliseum at some point, but I really have no characters that are very good at the Coliseum. If I had somebody who had a big weapon that could fight, that would be great, but I just don't have anything. I have some level 2 spells, some level 3 spells, but I don't have any good attackers. Oh, I'm sure we'll be just fine here. Let's just crack a rod. Should be more than enough to kill him. Well, it's looking like Freet might get himself his 4th out of 6 Illusions of Gaia world records here soon. As long as things go well, he looks like he'll have about 30 seconds. Siren. Always good to have some mute for Kefka. We're just going to go straight to Ancient Castle. I think I might even check monsters in a box. They're not far out of my way. Doesn't waste too much time. I just don't know if I'm going to need offerings, you know? I've had no indication that the seed wants to give us anything. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. I'm distracted by this stream. Don't mind me. I got distracted by watching a dude get world record or working on it. I play distracted too often, I swear. Well, if I wasn't wasting time before, I wasted time right there. Like, what, 15 seconds? I don't know. Something like that. Damn it. This stream is so riveting. Okay, let's check ourselves. Monster in a box number 1. Not exactly what we're looking for, but we can guarantee get rid of him. He counters a lot, so I really prefer to use Revivifies on this idiot. Then I don't have to worry about it. He's got deceptively high amounts of HP and likes to counter, so he's just a time waster. We gonna get a vanilla Katana Soul? I wouldn't mind. I don't think I am under any threat of dying, so I'm just not gonna save. Just stay out of my menu. I'm already losing time by coming here, maybe. And more ghosties. More ghosties. Well, ghosties die to fire 2. I don't think I'm gonna need to mimic it, but I might. We have so much money. Chances are at the end of the seed, depending on my offense, I very well might just go to World of Ruin South Figaro and buy like 7 shields and just crack those all through Final Kefka. So with the cat hood and everything, that's kind of like what my end-game offense is looking like right now. Alright. Big money, no whammies? All whammies. All whammies. 100% whammies. That was a great Super Bowl roll. You love to see it. At least the second one was good. I don't really need Super Bowls anymore, so I didn't mind blowing 2 of them. There's our Bolt 3, additional Cure 3. Very nice, very nice. Oh, well, thanks. Wow, cool, dude. Oh well. I wanted a dragon. I got a dragon. I'm gonna hope for a better weapon than that, but okay. If you say so, dude. So I guess we're gonna go do Mount Colts then. We made the wrong decision. Whatever. It's one thing I can tell you as a Moogle. Don't worry about your don't worry about the decision you make. If the decision makes sense to you, then don't feel bad about it. That just as easily could have been the check, and people tend to avoid Ancient Castle. You know, like it failed this time, but it had the exact same chance of being the move. So I don't feel bad about it. If I lose due to pure check RNG, then oh well. Colts. At least Colts is like right here. Couldn't be worse. Big GG's to Freet. Got himself a 38-second world record. His 5th out of 6 total world record categories for Illusions of Gaia. What a legend. What a legend. Can't be stopped. Absolute mad lad. Shoutouts to Mr. Freet. If anybody likes Illusions of Gaia. MR_FREET. Go hang out with him. It's the best Illusions of Gaia content you're going to find. Dude's a maniac. Alright, haven't saved in a hot minute, so... Seraphim, trash. Siren, quick, strength, sure. And I suppose I can take Bolt 3 and, like, I don't know, put it on him or something. It's fine. We'll just see if there's anything fun. Life 2. Sounds good. Let's get some sleeping bags going. It was time for a bit of an Esper swap. So what's funny is, like, Mr. Freet would have had probably close to a minute world record if that Fanger wasn't absolute dog shit. But Fanger is always absolute dog shit. Doom! My dude, all I have is Ice Rods. That's not great, but I have Bolt 3, so we're gonna have to use Bolt 3 for now. Then we're probably gonna rip off one of my Flame Shields. And then use that and just mimic it all the way through. Because Ice Rods don't work on this homeboy. Flare actually probably be a better idea, but apparently I'm not doing that. I don't want to. And it's gonna get me frozen. Watch. That could have been a lot worse, so, you know, take the good with the bad. I do kind of need him alive and healed so that he doesn't, you know, I need him for mimicking Flame Shield soon, so make sure he's alive. I just did Fire 2, which is not ideal. See if we can't get him into... Ah, shit. That's gonna be bad. I just goofed. I didn't expect 1,000 damage to get him into Tier 3, Tier 2. Phase, whatever. English is hard. Good night, Go-Go. You died again. You're doing great. Keep up the good work. Phoenix down. I don't think we really need a cure at all. I just have to wait for Go-Go so I can mimic this Flame Shield. He's gonna target, who cares? Take that off, just do this, do that. So, fun fact, Reflect doesn't work when you crack shields or rods. So homeboy can use that cool Reflect as much as he wants with his phase transition, and it means nothing to me, because I can crack shields in his face. Always good to keep that in mind when you deal with stuff that has Reflect. Like, it's good on Doom, it's good on Narapa. The ones that like to put that on. Okay, Rag, you know what, I don't hate that. We could just slap him up front, throw one of those Atlas armlets on, and like, he's got a good job. But you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen? That means that we are in a Kefka at Narsh Gated Seed. Ain't that great? Oh, it's everybody loves a Kefka at Narsh Gated Seed. That's so fun. It's very exciting. But that does mean that chances are pretty high that nobody did this until they were out of options. It's possible you could do this before you do Ancient Castle, but maybe not. I don't know. At least Ancient Castle was an Esper. If it was dead, I would feel significantly behind from that choice. Alright, can you give me a character that doesn't blow, though? Like, that would be great. Can I get a Terra or Cyan? Or even someone that only has, like, 1 or 2 checks. I don't know, Setzer would be pretty dope. Because we know whoever this character is, it's guaranteed to have a character behind them. So maybe a lower check is better with how many characters and Espers I have right now. Something we can narrow down. Eat shit. That is the last thing I wanted to see. FFS. Why him? Of all people, why him? 4K. Yo no gusta Strego. Kind of shockingly low level, given the fact that we have decent progression. I was gonna say, watch it be like Magimaster, Kefka, and Archgated. That'd have been classic. Do another Ice Rod, and we'll mimic it if we have to. Also, rods and shields ignore magic defense. Sir Kefka face here has a lot of magic defense, but not when you use a rod instead. He's got low physical defense, so the Ragnarok helped. Flare, Ultima, all those things that shred magical defense work really good. Okay, Senor Strago. What do you have? Do I care? Probably not. Throw. It's too late for that, homie. It's simply too late for throw. Throw means go, but we're already going. So we are going to go to the Coliseum because we're about as close as we're ever going to be. Now that Edgar has a attacking option. Let's go see if we can't get something there. We're going to go peak Fanatics. If it's a character, we just do it. If it's not, we go do the other things. It would be real cool if this is a Burning House gated seed right after a Kefka and Narsh gated seed, though. If you're going to have a seed that sucks gating-wise, go all in, right? Pearl Rods, another Rag, an Atma. Okay, so there's a few things we want here. I think I might go for the Rag, and I'm probably going to die to the Sky Cat, but let's see what happens. If we're lucky and he doesn't blast us, or if Edgar attacks, would be great, but he's not doing that. Shell is not going to help if this guy does an annoying spell like Blaster. I really need an attack from this Ragnarok right now. Brock would be cool too. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're cool with that. We have a Genji glove, so that means that Ragnarok's going to come in handy. We also have an offering, but we're not ready for it. But that doesn't mean that we can't prepare ahead of time with that Atma weapon. So, same deal. Let's go with Edgar. I feel like this guy might be really dodgy. You know what? Aura Bolt might be perfect, actually. It might kill him. Okay, I think that guy has a really high dodge chance. Okay, we just found our in-game offense. Is what we just did. You know what I think I might do? I'm going to do this right now while I'm in the area. And I don't have a lot of good spells. I have Bolt 3. I don't have a lot of good spells, so I want a way to get through Fanatics if I have to do it. So let's just pick up as many shields as we can afford right now. Got 4. Got anything else I could sell that I don't need? Like a Stunner and a Sky Render. I could sell the Cat Hood. I'm probably never using the Economizer, so let's just go all in on this. Cool. Now we have plenty of offense. If we don't need it in Fanatics, great. We still have it for Kefka, and cracking shields on Kefka is just, it feels real good. It feels real good. Alright. If it's a character, we do it. If it doesn't, if it's not, we go to Ebbets. Okay. Of course it would be Mog. Why would it not be Mog? So I think we have a Genji chilling. So let's use it. Pop on both those rags. Save. And here we go. I suppose we need to check our espers, because I'm going to take the dragon while we're here. We're going to suck it up and do Fanatics. We might as well be pushing towards Skip while we're at it. With Skip being 21 now, it's just much more attainable in general. So I know the one Esper I'm not getting rid of is on Edgar because it's a strength Esper. That stays on him until the end of the game for sure. But let's see. Do that. Nope, you keep it. And Osmos is something. Tier 2 and stuff is pretty good, so we'll just do that. Dirty boy. You know what? Do we have Berserk? It'd be really cool if we did. We do not. Wow. Homie. The hell? That was offensive to me. That was profoundly rude of you, sir. You should be ashamed of yourself. So the dragon is grumpy today. He's not feeling like company. Says he wants to be left alone. I get it, but like, very rude. Sir? If you could get your titties under control, that would be wonderful. They are severely out of control at the moment. Thank you. God, but what are we going to do with Gao? I think I might actually go do Ebbets and then just do the Moogle defense, I guess. I don't know. Another Ice Shield, great. We'll do Moogle defense. So if we do Ebbets, then we go straight to Moogle defense. Maybe we're really lucky and we get 2 Espers that way, and we don't have to do Burning House. Or run all the way the hell up to go do Lone Wolf. I really don't want to have to run all the way back up Narsh and then all the way down to Narsh because my little teleport is gone. I don't want to do that. I definitely don't want to do, you know, what's it called? Burning House. I don't want to do that at all. That's dumb. I think it's time. I think it's time, everybody. Let's do Steel, actually. That'll be really fun on Kefka if we need a Mega Elixir. Okay. So we got like 8 shields now. We could use them as needed. It's just a ghost train though, so probably not. Maybe we actually have an instant death spell. I'm not actually sure. It would be nice. Okay, lucky us. So somebody has Doom. That's good to know. Hello? Thank you. Slow felt like making him very slow. Alright, is everybody ready for poison walking all the way down this tower? Because I'm going to do it. Get ready to stroke out. Here we go. At least we get a little bit of a reprieve when we go down the stairs. Ain't nobody got time for a menu. Oops. Buttons are hard. Anyway, yeah. It's not worth the menu time to go track down an antidote. I want to finish this place, then go to Ebbets, and then probably save outside, and that's when I can open my menu. And that's another thing I'm thinking about all the time as well, is like, how can I avoid multiple menus and over-menuing? Like, sure, I have to sit here and, like, you know, seize out a little bit, dealing with this stupid poison walk. But at least I save 5 seconds, you know? Considering I lost to Ross by like 10 seconds the other day, every second counts. Save it if you got it, you know? This has very much been the seed of worst characters ever. Hello. Chilling. Doing a guided run. What? Ah. Alright, so like I said, we're going to go to Ebbets. It's closest. We might also run into Doomgaze along the way. That would be nice. Probably not. That done. Let's go ahead and knock out Ebbets. Ebbets, you need to get 22 coral, so it's all math. Keep stepping on switches till you find a chest. Open them, count. Cool, 17. It could be 1 to 5, so 5 is the max. 16. Nice, 11. Getting very lucky so far. 8. Nice, 3. Wow, what an Ebbets. Now we just need to get to the middle. Wow. That might have been the best Ebbets I've ever seen. That's what, 3 or 4 5s? That's crazy. We got something real special for this guy. Real special. Yeah, screw rods. Let's go all in. Nobody got time for rods. Probably dead, but just if he's not, there we go. I probably could have cracked the rod, but I've had too many instances where I just don't have a way to deal with Ifrit, and I wanted to absolutely stomp him into the ground, so sweet. Alright, please give me an Esper. Esper, please. Okay, cool. You know what we're not going to do, actually? We're not going to do Mog stuff. We're going to do Phantom Train. How many checks do we have? 17. Okay. Problem is, okay, no, we have a way to skip. We still have Opera Dragon, so we're definitely going to get skip, probably right around an hour. Phantom Train's pretty slow, but it's guaranteed, so I don't risk wasting my time doing other stuff. And we know this is an Esper, so here we go. We do this, we do Opera Dragon, we do mid KT, should have skip right around an hour, with pretty good experience, so decent levels for Mr. Eddie Boy. Now, I don't know who's going to exactly use those Atmas. I would like it to be probably Edgar. But I don't know if I'm going to actually do it or not. I got to see who can equip the rags. Too many times I've gone the Atma route and been severely disappointed if I'm not like level 55. So I might just go the double rag route instead. Gross. So don't fight the ghosts here, that's for sure. Every single one of them are these guys. Glad I remembered this place, because I did save it for if I need an Esper, and I sure do need an Esper. Because the character path in this seed has been just atrocious. Like, Gao with no characters, into a Kefka and Narsh gated Strago, into friggin' Fanatics Tower? That is not exactly the kind of routing you're looking for if you're aiming for a PB, that's for damn sure. What are we at? Ooh, we are multiples of 5. That means we're not going to be dumb. We're going to save, and we're going to make sure to save down here. So we're not trapped, just in case. Because there's not even a super fantastic way to grind here, because the ghosts are level magics. This is fine. We'll probably just slam that. You know what? I'll just slam another ice shield and make this faster. I didn't mean to do that on friggin' Saving, though. Oh well, it is what it is. Like, he'd be dead if I had done that on Gao instead, but just mistargeted it. Oh, maybe he wouldn't be dead. I don't feel so bad about it now. But he should be dead now. Okay, so there's one thing I desperately want for the end of this game. I need to make sure that Edgar has quick, so I need to put a quick Esper on him ASAP. Because he's going to be doing most of our damage. The rest of this team is like super underleveled. Not underleveled, but just under-offensed. Most of us are not multiples of 5, so this flight is a little less risky. Alright, let's put a quick Esper on him. I know we just got one. Siren was not quick. Oh, Siren is quick. Hallelujah. Okay, wonderful. That is the best news. You can also take quick. Why not? And I don't think we need anything else. Let's just go. Okay. So we're at 17 checks. This will be 18. No, sorry. We're at 18 checks. This will be 19. Then we have 2 checks in the middle, up to 21. Have ourselves check skip. A couple more high tier items. Not like we really need them after the Colosseum, but that's okay. Edgar should be pretty good at handling this guy. He might even kill him right off the rip. Or he might just die to pearls. He will just die to pearls. Hitting that, great. You got life too, homie? Can you... Oh! It missed. Holy crap. I wasn't even looking. I was too busy trying to see if he had life too. I didn't even realize that Edgar was alive and got his revenge. Go, Edgar. What a Chad. What a Chad he is. Amazing. Oh. I don't mind that at all. Let's put that right on Edgar. Right now. I'm just going to get rid of this for now. I'm not going to need it for long. But, you know, for the fact that we're about to go do a boss straight into a dragon, yes, please. You, and you. Skip at an hour is not ideal, but I can't say I found a lot of offense in this seed. I didn't check World of Balance, South Figaro. Could have been some pretty good stuff there. Didn't check Thamasa. Could have been good stuff there. But didn't check Narsh either. Who knows? Could have been some good stuff there to really get the seed going a little faster, but that's okay. Kefka should go really fast with those ice shields, though. Tell you what. Daddy. Didn't even really need to use that ice rod, even if I had to. I didn't need to, but I was there, and I was hoping I would get something off before he decided to start healing and doing all of his stupid stuff. Illumina? Another shield for me to crack during Kefka. Boy, do we have a lot of those. Boy, do we have a lot of shields. Many, many shields. So many shields. I did say we'd have skip right around an hour. We're pretty close to it. Probably going to be a little bit past an hour, but just barely. Storm Dragon's pretty good. Let me just get Edgar in here real quick. And then just crack a bolt 3 should finish it for us. And then if not, we just mimic that, call it a day. Now, Edgar's doing, what was that, about 4,000 a slash without Atlas Armlet? Pretty great. Alright. We warp, we go, we save, we double check all of our stuff, get some gear equipped, you know, make sure we're all squared away. And then we just go in there, and we're just going to send Edgar on his own. Edgar can be on his own. And then probably we do Gao on his own, and we do the other two together. Sabin and Go-Go. Should be pretty ideal. Let's go to equip. Make sure. Okay, force armor is... Yes, it's fine. Thank you. Yeah, that's actually lovely. You guys can just start putting on stuff. We have absolutely no... Oh, we have Phantom. Thank God. All right, you can just keep it. Yeah, we're done. Let's go. Just make sure he's got earrings on. No earrings. We just want to put one set of earrings. These guys are set. All right, let's go. We have shields to use for our side characters. Do Gao. Edgar can use quick and then double attack as needed. Gao can, you know, crack ice shields and all that stuff. He's also got a Minerva, which makes him pretty durable for most bosses that we could run into. We have Flare on most of our characters, which means we're okay on dealing with Magimaster. But we wouldn't do very good working on something like Doomgaze. I think we only have one fire shield. It's a lot of big bosses we haven't seen yet. Speak of the devil. We have an ice shield for this. We bought shields for a reason, so we're going to use shields. This guy can just chuck excess weapons at her. And then get zapped. And then we just kill her with this. I think Gao survives this anyway with the Minerva. Not 100% certain if it does 0 damage, but it should do less, yeah. I think this kills her. Yeah, she has the lowest HP. So this is all going to show that, like, I bought all those shields and they're coming so in handy on this. What would I have done on that fight otherwise? Flare? How long would that fight have taken? It would have taken, like, 5 minutes of flaring to kill that idiot. But instead, we just slammed shields into her face, and we're going straight through, you know? The seed didn't give me a whole lot in the way of cool tools to use, you know? But when you have half off stuff, you use half off stuff. You don't not. That's why it's always so important to go check World of Ruin South Figaro. You never know what you're gonna find. Half off Illuminas, half off BKs, Atmas, Experience A, maybe. This is a great fight for using quick because the dude has 17 trillion HP. Thick Baba, he has that name for a reason. Problem is, we're not going to do a ton of damage because we have no Atlas Armlet. But, you know, 10,000 plus any particular procs is not to be scoffed at. I think I'm going to take a risk and not quick this time and just attack and hope that it's enough. We might need a proc, though. But I think I'm going to not quick to save time, and hopefully it is a time save. Okay, good. Quick would have been a whole spell cast and everything, so I'm glad that my HP judgment was correct. Homeboy's going to be doing about 8k a slash. I think it's time to test something. I want to see what he's doing. Let's go to Offering instead. Slam an Atma on him. I want to see what damage he's doing with an Atma weapon. Let's quick because this is annoying. So 24,000 damage right now. We're gonna have an... Okay. This is definitely worth it. This is better than the rags. Get wrecked. Alright, cool. So, that's great. We'll do plenty of damage with that. I love to see it. With quick, it's just going to be stupid. So with him, let's just check. Okay, Siren we will keep. Do that. We are going to switch off the experience egg for an Atlas. I am not interested in Octo anything. Just diminishing returns to me. Oh, wait, we're actually fine. Sabin has a Moogle Charm on. Well, see, this is what we really didn't want to see. So what we're looking at here is just going to be like chain mimicking Fire 3 from shields and hoping he doesn't cast Doom on us. If he does, we cry. Trying to keep some shields in reserve for Kefka. Alright, that went wonderfully. Shields MVP in this seed. 100%. Like, crazy good. So I think we're going to actually crack a fire shield on tier 1 and try to destroy the head as fast as possible. Do we have another earring? We do. Okay. Save. Alright, well. It's definitely a bit later than we would hoped it would be in the seed, but like the offense was pretty piss poor. The numbers we're choosing are 1, 2, 5, and 6. That'll make it easy to pick that. Alright, so we are going to crack a fire shield and mimic it on the head. We're going to try Doom on Sabin to kill the long arm. And then if we're really lucky, we can just quick and kill with Edgar. I don't think Edgar will die in one hit from long arm. I just want to short arm. I just want to make sure it dies so he doesn't get multiple countered. So Sabin's our Doom guy. Sabin is not our Doom guy. Sabin is our break guy, apparently. You know, I'm adaptable. And we hit it. Beautiful. Let's see what damage we're getting. That's a little much. Okay, don't have to worry about it anymore. Alright. I'm a little sad that I have to do it, but I'm going to have Edgar use a turn to burn Siren. I probably should have put that on Gao. But that's okay. We're going to... Gao can Ice Shield, and Gogo can Mimic. Edgar can then Quick into Mute with Siren. Okay, we're going to go straight up into Siren. And we'll swing with them. Good aim. Crack more shields. This should take out Tiger. Kind of want to see who's still alive before I touch anything. Those two? Yeah, we can just mimic. Should kill those two, and then leave Magic alive. Ooh, not dead yet. Interesting. Then you know what? Let's just Bolt 3 him, get him dead. I think that's fine. This should just kill Magic. 16,000 should be enough. Wow, no counters. $16,000's a little annoying because it's gonna make Girl a little hard to kill. Might just... it's gonna be a little rough, actually. It's gonna be a little rough. All I have is Phantom strats right now, so it's not super ideal. So we're gonna play it a bit safe, I think. I do need to count my damage here in order to do this safely. He's at no, he's healed now. Beautiful. 10. Okay, this is great. Oh, this is great. I just need to attack with Edgar. So Edgar. Let's get a Cure 3 going. I do need to wait for his turn. So we're going to wait for Sleep to act here. Hopefully it's Medio. Thank you. As soon as he's done, we're going to crack Phantom, attack with Atma, and then he dies. We can't Quick because Quick would break invisibility. So there we go. Now we just attack, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. He will die. And we don't have to worry about this whatsoever. So I'm thinking all we're going to do to start is just Quick, and then Edgar, and that'll be 40,000 damage. 42,000 damage. And then we'll see. I don't want to provoke an Ultima here because it would just slow me down. I'd rather just wait for the ATB, use my Quick, and do it again. Because I'm so HP dependent. The last thing I want to do is, like, provoke an Ultima here. And then have to heal Edgar and probably lose Sabin, Gao, and Gogo. It'd be really bad, so... just do the 40,000, examine what counter he does, and then just do it again. If you go straight into Goner, then I'll probably crack a shield first. Yeah. Actually, it doesn't matter. Let's just go straight down into Quick. There's a possibility we would have killed him without this, but I didn't do the math in the hundreds. I only rounded up, so rounded up or down. So we could be like just below 62,000. And we were just below, so it was worth it. It's gonna be a GG. It was a very tame Kefka, and I feel like I played it really well with the shields, using all the tools at my disposal, Phantom strats. Felt really good about it. The routing was disastrous. At least, at the very least, Ancient Castle was an Esper, so thank God. And I mean, the offering came in handy later too. So I don't feel bad about that. Finding the shields and utilizing the shields at the end, absolute clutch when dealing with both Goddess and Doomgaze. So like, I don't know. I feel like I played this really good. I feel like my time should hold up really well, even versus someone like Ross, who's really good at these Moogle Cup seeds. But who knows? Maybe someone went just like a rapid fire Kefka at Narsh straight into Mog and did Mog things. I don't know. The routing in any direction was just garbage. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, sound off in the comments. Message me on Discord. I will talk to you guys next time. Peace.